Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Strifler.
Today, in episode 821, we're talking about the most important factors for on page SEO. And if you haven't listened to any of our other episodes and you don't know what on page SEO is, Tim's about to tell you.
Yeah. So SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it's very complex, and there's a lot of things that go into it. But on page SEO has to do with everything that happens on your page, on your site. So it's called on page SEO, but actually it encompasses things that are kind of more on the site. And then off page or off site SEO is everything that happens outside of your site. So basically meaning links. So on-page SEO is really important because it's the basis for SEO. And so we're going to talk about what the factors are, but it's there's a lot to it. And at the same time, there's not one thing that's important. It's a collection of a bunch of things. And you can't, sometimes people think that if you do one thing wrong, you're just not going to rank. And that's just not true. But these things are important, and we're going to discuss what they are.
Absolutely. Do we want to just kind of give a list, or how do we want
Let's
to
just give a list.
tackle this? Yeah. So, first one on our list, you're going to want to make sure that your URL, your structure has the keyword in it for on-page SEO. So if you are a plumber in a certain city, you're going to maybe want to have plumbing if your keyword that you're focusing on is plumbing, you're going to want to have that word in your title, your URL, and you want to keep your URLs as short as possible. Tim, what's another one?
So another one is proper header tags. So we talked about a few episodes back. We talked about how many H1 tags you should have, episode 815. And so you can definitely refer back to that episode for more information. But basically, you want good hierarchy of content down your page. Have your one header tag generally that encompasses the main point of that page, and then you have your supporting points, which are your H2 tags, and then you might have some H3s, H4s, and so on in between all those. And so having good hierarchy helps the search engine know what your page is about and what you consider to be the most important content on the page. But then it also helps lay out the page to tell the user the same thing. What's important? Here's the headers, here's the paragraph content, that sort of thing. So header tags are super important.
All right. And next on our list is going to be, let me see here. Meta descriptions. Tim and I talked about meta descriptions a couple episodes ago, I believe.
Yeah,
And
819.
Yeah, they're important as well. Those are going to let the search engines know what the page is about. Again, if you if someone searches for plumbing Knoxville, Tennessee, your meta description's probably gonna work. If someone searches for plumbing, fixing a leaky toilet in Knoxville, Tennessee, there's an offsite chance that Google may pull some description from the page itself that better describes the long tail search that they're doing. So search engines are very smart, and depending on what the searcher puts into the box is going to determine where they're going to grab that data from. But most of the time, it's going to be from the meta descriptions.
Yeah. And you did title tags already, right?
I did. Yeah. I just kind of lumped it in, title, those things.
Yeah. So the next factor for on-page SEO that's really important is internal linking, right? You want to link to other places in your site. And the reason is that helps the search engines find those pages and get them indexed properly. And but it also helps the user be able to navigate the other pages of your site. So internal linking is kind of twofold. One is having good navigation menus that link to all the different areas of your site. And then the second part is linking to pages within your paragraph text, right? Or within your the page content itself. And so, for example, if you have a blog post that is all about fixing a leaky toilet, but you reference how to install a toilet, and you have another post on that, Well, you can link to that. And that's good internal linking. That Google loves that. You're linking to your own content. That's going to help the other piece of content that you're linking to rank better in the search engines, because you're basically telling Google that, hey, this is important because I'm linking to it. So that's why it's important. So internal linking is really important. You can't underestimate the importance of it. And it's one of those things that a lot of people kind of forget about when it comes to on-page SEO.
Absolutely. And the last thing that we want to discuss is kind of twofold, but I feel like it comes down to the same thing, and it is mobile responsiveness and site speed. You want to make sure that your web page is definitely optimized for mobile devices, because the majority of users that are probably searching and looking for your content is going to be on their phones. Everybody has a phone, it's a computer in their hand. That's what they're using to solve all of their problems and stuff. And piggybacking on top of that is site speed. How fast the page loads really matters. It's well documented and known that these two factors definitely play into Google's and Bing and the other search engines algorithms as far as like ranking. So it's not the most important thing, but these two things definitely factor into it. So when you're doing the on-page SEO, make sure that your images are optimized and your page loads super fast, because not only are you going to get penalized from the search engines, people aren't going to hang around waiting for your stuff to load. They're impatient. We have high-speed internet. They're going to be moving on to the next website on the list. And you're probably not going to get on the list anyways for them to click it if your site runs slow and stuff. So just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
Tomorrow we've got another great topic, and it is, drum roll please, is WordPress still popular in 2022? I know that sounds like a crazy question, but guess what? We're diving into it tomorrow. So until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.